Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines.
Minneapolis is rocked by protests after U.S. federal immigration agents shoot and kill a 37-year-old U.S. citizen during a large enforcement operation. The victim, Alex Pretti, an intensive care nurse, dies in South Minneapolis, officials say. The Department of Homeland Security says the shooting happens during a targeted operation and that agents open fire after Pretti allegedly approaches them with a handgun. Local police and bystander videos, however, show Pretti holding a phone moments before he is tackled and shot, raising serious questions about the official account. The incident occurs amid a broader surge of federal immigration enforcement in the city and follows other recent fatal shootings by federal officers, deepening tensions between federal authorities and local leaders.
A major winter storm, combined with bitter Arctic cold, is descending on much of the United States, from the Rockies to the Atlantic coast. Snow has already fallen across parts of Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, with forecasters warning of heavy snow, sleet, and freezing rain spreading across the eastern two-thirds of the country over the weekend. Dangerously low temperatures are expected to disrupt travel and could trigger widespread power outages. US President Donald Trump has threatened Canada with a 100% tariff on all imports if Ottawa pursues a trade deal with China. In a post on Truth Social, Trump warned that Canada must not become a transit point for Chinese goods entering the United States. He said any such agreement with Beijing would trigger immediate, sweeping tariffs on Canadian products.
Syria's military and Kurdish-led forces agree to extend their ceasefire for 15 days, offering a temporary pause in fighting as the US facilitates the transfer of ISIL prisoners. The Syrian Ministry of Defense announces late Saturday that the ceasefire starts at 11 p.m. local time, 2000 GMT, and will continue for 15 days. The extension aims to support a US-led operation, transferring ISIL detainees from facilities formerly controlled by the Syrian Democratic Forces, SDF. The SDF confirms the extension, saying the agreement contributes to de-escalation, the protection of civilians, and the creation of the necessary conditions for stability.
Moreover, Trump says the United States has taken oil from seized Venezuelan tankers and is processing it at American refineries. Speaking to the New York Post, Trump said the oil is being refined at various locations, including Houston, and that Venezuela no longer controls those shipments. He said the moves are part of his administration's effort to restrict Venezuela's oil flows, adding that millions of barrels have been taken and some sold on the open market. China's Communist Party has decided to open an investigation into senior military officials Zhang Youxia and Liu Zhenli for suspected serious violations of discipline and law. China's Defense Ministry said Zhang is a member of the elite Politburo of the ruling Communist Party and vice chairman of the Central Military Commission, while Liu is chief of staff of the CMC Joint Staff Department. US-brokered peace talks between Ukraine and Russia have ended in Abu Dhabi without a deal, following overnight Russian airstrikes that left over 1 million Ukrainians without power in sub-zero winter conditions. Officials from both Moscow and Kyiv said no agreement was reached, but both sides remain open to future dialogue. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has publicly challenged US President Donald Trump to apologise for his controversial remarks about NATO troops in Afghanistan, describing the comments as insulting and frankly appalling. In a rare direct rebuke of the US leader, Starmer addressed Trump's earlier claim that European allies remained a little off the front lines during the Afghanistan war. Asked if he would demand an apology, Starmer said if he had misspoken in that way or said those words, he would certainly apologise. A senior Iranian officer has said that Iran will treat any attack as an all-out war against us, ahead of the arrival of a US military aircraft carrier strike group and other assets in the Middle East in the coming days. The official said the military build-up, which hopefully is not intended for real confrontation, but Iran's military is ready for the worst-case scenario. The official said this: Iran will respond in the hardest way possible to settle this. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.